the most watched internet clip on the planet. The incredibly moving moment. A pet lion, but now living in the wild, was reunited with its former owners. Born Free's Virginia McKenna is here with the whole amazing story.
Right now, it's a YouTube phenomenon.
The unbelievable story of a lion that's been viewed more than 1 million times on YouTube.
There's a video that has become a YouTube sensation that you really can't stop talking about it once you've seen it.
Now, the video of what happened next has become a worldwide hit on the internet.
A new clip that is all the rage on the internet. It's amusing and may make you laugh, but it's also uplifting.
John Rendell and Ace bought Christian when he was a small lion cub
From Harrods in 1969.
When he got too big, they brought the lion to George Adamson, who most of us will remember from the Born Free story. And by that time, he had in the remote corner of Kenya a lion camp. And he took Christian in and taught him how to be a wild lion.
9 months after he'd been resettled in the wild.
They wanted to see him again.
And so this video is them being reunited.
This is a love story, a true love story. Take a look.
You know, this clip is one of the most watched clips in the world now on the internet. It's the clip that people go to see.
Last week we showed you a YouTube video that has touched the hearts of millions. It is the story of Christian the lion. And John Rendell and Ace Bork were the guys in that video. They are in Sydney, Australia. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us. And I got to tell you up front, I was one of those people who wept like a baby when I saw that video, one of millions. Are you surprised by what a sensation this has become on the web?
It is pretty extraordinary footage and quite humbling, but it's sort of very beautiful, the response.
35 years later, to find that people are so fascinated by it and have so enjoyed it is it's slightly overwhelming. That it's kind of now, how many people have viewed it?
And all the comments on the YouTube site, they're so positive. It is marvellous that so many people are getting so much enjoyment out of it.
You can see in that clip his body language. You know, when he first starts seeing us, he's looking, is it us, is it us? And then suddenly he says, right, this is them, and then down he comes. And there was not a moment that we ever doubted that it was going to be a wonderful greeting.
When was the last time that you saw Christian?
It was 74 was the last time we saw him, and by which time he was double that size, still recognised us. He was with wild lionesses, he had a litter of cubs, and his genes have been passed on back into the wild. And after that time we saw him, he was never seen again. It was like a final farewell, I've done it. He was completely integrated back into the wild. Now that's Christian at the last time we saw him, when he had mated successfully, had litter, and this is him fully grown, maybe 500, 600 pounds, which is huge for a lion. But look at the size of him, and there he is, still totally trusting with George.
And George fell in love with him as well. George was a sort of lion whisperer, really, wasn't he? He was just totally magical.
Lessons you learn.
So, what we've learned, the world has been watching this with great affection, awe, tears. What are we, as a world in this enlightened time of communication, conservation, what are we supposed to learn here? How do we take advantage of this in the most positive of ways?
For us, it's very, as I said last night, slightly humbling, but it's terrific that people are so interested in seeing something of this kind of unconditional love. And because we're involved with the George Adamson Trust, and we have asked people, if you've enjoyed this clip, you know, and you have a love of conservation and a love of animals and appreciation of what, you know, we have to think about in the world today, you know, you just make a donation to the George Adamson Trust or to Taronga Zoo, which does wonderful work there.
So just give some great consideration to what needs to be done and the great people like yourselves who are doing good work. You have given so many people so much joy, and a privilege to have you chat to us on the program this morning. We are grateful to hear the real story, the real background, you know, quash a few myths, and all the very, very best. Good morning.
Thank you very
John
much.
Rendell, Ace Burke.